Today, I'm taking my love of thrifting to the next step by exploring the world of estate sales. They are a great place to find really great vintage stuff, hopefully for a really good price. This is my one. Like, if I could win any of these, this is the one. And the resellers don't want to talk about it. They're not going to tell you.
Oh, no, they might come for us after this.
I know. Hey guys, it's Becky. Welcome to our channel. If you know me at all, you know that I love a good thrifted item, a good thrifted piece. I can say pretty confidently that about 85% of my house is all secondhand items, and the way I've been able to do that is through exploring all sorts of options when it comes to finding secondhand. I love a good thrift store. Facebook Marketplace and I are like this, the handshake emoji. Stooping is an option for finding really great pieces literally for free, and something that I've been diving into a lot recently is antique markets. But all that being said, I feel like there is one corner of this world that I have yet to dip my toes into at all, and that is the world of estate sales. I know absolutely nothing about estate sales, and I actually feel like this kind of world is quite hush-hush. Not a lot of people are talking about it, and I feel like there's a good reason for that. The reason being is that every single time I found like a great piece from a secondhand reseller and I happen to ask them where they got it from, they'll mention that it came from an estate sale. Yes, I am aware that the process of me making this video might make some enemies, and I'm all of a sudden getting really uncomfortable with that. If I am making secondhand shopping more accessible to more people, that is not a bad thing. And if I am making circular communities more attainable, that is also not a bad thing. There, I've said it, the end. So before we dive in, I'm actually realizing that some of you might not even know what I'm talking about at all, so let's start with a very simple dictionary definition, shall we? An estate sale is a process by which a large portion of a person's assets and things are liquidated, usually due to a change in circumstances such as moving, downsizing, or the not so fun parts, death or bankruptcy. A little bit of a damper to start this video, but now we know what they are, and in theory, we know they are a great place to find really great vintage stuff, hopefully for a really good price. It's hopefully an untapped market that we're gonna get into, but we are faced with a little bit of a problem right off the top, and that is that I don't even know where to find them. So I'm gonna start this video by polling the audience. While I step over and do that, I'm gonna give you guys a second to hit that subscribe button right there below. Yep, you see it. It's the nicest way to give me a little tip for this free content that I'm giving you. The vintage resellers might be coming for me. A subscribe is really gonna help. I'm putting my life on the line here, guys. Okay, I will check back in with you once we have some answers. So, I've compiled all your answers, and here are the most common responses to where you find out about estate sales happening. Number 1, simply driving around in different neighborhoods and looking out for signs advertising estate sales happening soon. Unfortunately, I did not have any luck with this method. You could also check out local papers in the classified section. Unfortunately, I did not have any success with this either. A lot of your suggestions also recommended checking online buy and sell sites for listings about estate sales. I guess in a way this is like a virtual classified section where people can just advertise whatever they want. So I'm gonna head to Marketplace first and see what we find. Big estate sale, like to sell. So much stuff, private sale. Okay, 3 weeks ago with no information. I'm not sure about this one. Let's change the date listed to the last 7 days. Moving sale, loads of Disney, more to come. Okay, happening this weekend from 9 to 2. Estate sale, everything must go this weekend from 10 till 4. I kind of like this exercise bike. The rainbow pattern on it is very fun and retro. Let's check Craigslist. Ask me the last time I went onto Craigslist for anything. I truly don't know. But I feel like if there's a site to list something like this, it would be Craigslist. The entire contents of this estate must go. I'm selling all the furniture. Buyer must take all the furniture. Oh, that's really a big commitment. All that being said, I was able to find some in-person listings for estate sales on Marketplace, so I would say this method gets the thumbs up. Next up is by following estate sale companies. Now, you may have thought that estate sales were just run privately, much like a garage sale where the owners of the home are just looking to clear out the contents, but actually there's companies that do this as a business. Now, the names of these companies is vastly going to differ depending on where you're located. So I think the best approach is by simply Googling in-person estate sales near me. So I did find a few estate sale companies near me that were offering both online estate sales and some in-person ones. So overall, I give this method a thumbs up. And the last and definitely most popular response that is potentially a little disappointing is online estate sales. This seems to have really populated itself over the last few years when, much like everything else in our life, stuff went online. So what this means, to my understanding, is people will list the items that you would normally go see in the house online, and you would either buy them or bid for them through a website. So while I do have the goal of getting myself to an in-person estate sale before this video is done, I do think this option is still worth exploring. So let's see what we can find. Online estate sales. Top response is this website called Max Sold. Okay, 39 auctions, 4,124 items for sale in the Toronto area. Okay, so it looks like it tells you how long you've got until the auction is closed. So it looks like this site is a bidding site where you can't just outright buy things. You have to enter a bid and potentially see if you win the item. Again, I'm just not sure how you go about getting these items. Is there a pickup location? How does this work? Oh, pickup information. Okay. So it tells you when you have to pick it up and where it is. So you better make sure that you're available to go get the item before you bid on it. Mid-century modern chair. Okay. 2 items. Hey, this is kind of fun. Mid-century modern vintage vinyl lounge chair. Bidding ends next weekend, and currently I only have to enter a bid of $2 or more. So if I can get it for this price, that's a pretty good steal. You know that I love lighting. Let's try retro light. 0 items, but I see a light right here. Ooh, Space Age MCM acrylic lamp. $71 though. I really do feel like it's the Wild West out here of whether you find something exciting or not exciting. A classic river inflatable tube for $2. So I don't seem to be getting anywhere with the keyword search. It could be because the website's algorithm isn't that great, or because people just simply don't know what they have and title it potentially vaguely. So I think I'm gonna do some manual searching through the auctions that are ending the soonest and put some bids on some stuff, see what we can get. I will update you as we go. I have basically scoured every single online estate sale near me that is closing soon, and here's what I'm gonna throw some bids on, just to see what happens. Next up, we've got this MCM mirrored wastebasket pedestal. Looks like they're using it as a trash can. You could put anything in it. I just think it's cool. It's giving me disco ball vibes, and the fact that it's labeled as MCM, you have sold me. So currently it's up for $33. The next highest bid is $36 or more, so I'm gonna go and throw 36 bucks at it. Wait a second, what? Bid of 36 has been accepted, but you were outbidded by another bid. How have I been outbidded this fast? 42. What? What is happening here? Someone have like an auto bid on where they're just like, doesn't matter what I put, they're always gonna up my offer? All right, next up, we've got this polished stainless steel glass table. The chrome is giving me mid-century vibes. It's cool. I think I could use it somewhere, and currently it's only up for $1, so let's put in $2 and maybe I'll get it. What is going on here? I am literally going to ask this little help chat. I never use these things, but I want to get to the bottom of this. How come I am being automatically outbid by someone else every time I place a bid? When bidding on an option, you have 2 options. Enter the next minimum bid amount listed below, or enter the highest amount you'd be willing to spend on the item. When you enter a max bid, the system will automatically outbid other bidders, starting at the next minimum bid amount and stopping at the maximum amount you specified. How much has someone said they're willing to pay for the polished stainless steel glass top table? I just want to know. This is frustrating. All right, let's go. Okay, 25 bucks. Oh, congratulations, you are now the highest bidder. Turns out someone had only bid $5 on this and I put in 25. But maybe this means if no one else places a bid, I only have to pay 5. But it will keep auto bidding up to 25. I don't know, I'm just guessing. Okay. This is so freaking random, but for whatever reason, I'm feeling very drawn to this wooden birdcage. I don't know. It feels like something in a Wes Anderson film, so you've got me there. I'm in for the birdcage for $5. Now, knowing what I know now about the auto bid, this is very interesting to me because if you know Toronto lore and Toronto history and culture, these Honest Ed original signs are extremely valuable. They were basically hand painted price tags from a giant store that no longer exists in Toronto. So these are very valuable. I saw these currently up for 60 bucks for 3 of them. They are certainly worth more than that. I'm wondering if I can try and get these. Let me put in 100 bucks. Okay. I don't know what's gonna happen here. This would be the ultimate to win this auction, but stay tuned. Last up, another thing, I don't know. If you know me, I used to have a piano in my old house. When I moved here, I did not bring it with me because it was a very large, like upright wooden piano. And this is a keyboard. And it just looks super retro. And I mean, Yamaha's a good brand. And if I can get a keyboard for $9 to have to play around with here, I'm in. Let's put in a $10 bid on this keyboard. Oh no, someone wants the keyboard for more. Do they want it for 20 bucks? Yes, okay. Those are my bids currently. I will update you as we go and see if I've been outbid on anything, and hopefully I win at least one thing. This has been fun. So throughout all of my research, I have tracked down 2 in-person estate sales. But before I go, I'm calling in an expert to get me prepared. Hi!
Hi, how are you?
I am so good. I'm like so excited to like virtually meet you officially.
I know, me too. It's so real. Like I feel like I know you, and I do. I actually do know you, and it's so exciting.
The reason I'm calling you is because I am trying to get into estate sales. I know nothing about them, but I hear about them all the time, and they seem so cool.
I've been to a lot more of them in Texas versus LA. I have been to several in LA. They're totally different. So
okay.
I have been to a few. Ask me anything.
I mean, what's the difference between the two already? I'm curious.
I feel like in Texas, I actually find a lot more stuff that I like because I love vintage. And, I think the people that have it, and especially like the town that we're in, has a lot more older families, that, maybe just want to purge their house or moving and downsizing. In LA, they're into art and they're like, this was a house that Marilyn Monroe used to stay at. So, and the pricing, totally different scale. Like in Texas, you can actually find things that, are more affordable, and maybe they don't know what it really is or didn't take the time to research it. So you can get a deal. In LA, they know everything.
How do you find out about them?
So I go to this website, and you can do it probably in where you're at too. It's called estatesales.net. And you can put in based on your location or a town maybe that you're going to be in, and you can see what sales are going to be coming up within the next 15 days. I find that they don't really post that far in advance, so you're not going to be able to see what's coming up for next month. When you go to an estate sale, normally it's put on by a company, so you'll be able to sign up for that particular company's maybe website, newsletter, and then you'll be able to get kind of like the first in, so that you'll know when they have like a good sale coming up. I find that there's a lot of competition with like other resellers though. Like we obviously love to just have things and buy things for us. I find that the resellers are always the ones that are first there and first on the list and get the good stuff. And, it's kind of like you're competing with the resellers. But I know that it's their business, but still, I want the good stuff for my house, you know?
Like I feel like it's such a secret world and the resellers don't want to talk about it. They're not going to tell you.
Oh, no, they might come for us after this.
I know. So can anyone just go if you see a listing for one? Like, do you have to have any sort of qualification or you can just go?
You can absolutely go. You just really, it comes time to like, how do you get the good stuff or how do you get in first? Sometimes we found that there's like lists that you can get on. You know, if you see something pop up on estatesales.net, read the description. Because if you read the description, you might see like, oh, you can call this number. And there's like a specific sign up kind of platform that these guys use in Texas where you can put your name down and you get a number. And so no matter if you show up on the day, you could be like 300th in line because 200 people have signed up online before you. Always read the description and anyone can go. 100%. No qualifications needed.
Okay, so I've heard though that you should show up early, but maybe that matters in some cases and maybe it doesn't.
Exactly. If there's no sign up list and you can't get on a number list or anything like that, you definitely want to show up early. I would say at least an hour to an hour and a half before the sale opens.
Once you get in, what's the process like? How do you claim things and what's like the purchasing process like?
So in a room, they'll kind of have a table set up where there's going to be the checkout. And they'll have like sold stickers that they'll put on your merchandise when you claim things, because they won't let you in with bags. You're not going to be able to go in and like fill your bag with stuff. So if you see a large item, specifically like if you're going for furniture or big art or something, you want to kind of claim it. So my process is I look at all the pictures that they've listed on the estate sale website. I kind of pick the item that I can't live without. And I go there first because I'm going to have to get a sold sticker on it. I'm going to have to claim it really quickly, or my mom and I'll divide and conquer. So if you can bring a friend, divide and conquer and get the items you want. If you see at least 2 things in different pictures that you would love to have, odds are there's more, they just didn't take pictures of them.
Is anything fair game in the house or is it clear what's for sale?
It's pretty clear and it's usually everything in there because the families have already come and taken everything that they wanted.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with me about this. I feel like I've learned so much just in this little talk that I'm feeling so ready now to go and actually go to one.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I have been to my fair share. So, I can't wait to see what you find. You're going to find some amazing things.
So armed with the knowledge from McKenna, I'm starting my day early and taking out some cash from the bank. So I'm here an hour early and I don't see anyone else on the street. I don't know. I think this is a seller hosted sale, just based on the fact that I found it advertised on a Facebook Marketplace. So I don't know if many other people found this ad, so it could be a good thing. But I do know I'm at the right place because there is a sold sign outside of the house. So I'm guessing they sold the house and they want to clear it. So I'm gonna post up for the next little bit, see if anyone else shows up, and then go in at 10.
I'm always really drawn to champagne coupes.
Okay, me too, but then I don't use them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not fancy enough in my real life to own really nice drinking glasses. Like what? I love it, but I'm not using it.
Oh, is this a built-in cabinet?
I love it. You know I love it. Sir, can I take your wall with me? Is this for sale? Okay, McKenna told me that she always looks for art.
Mm-hmm.
So I too am gonna look at the art. Ooh, that's kind of cute. Like a fun kitchen print.
Okay.
How much do you want for that plant stand in this little bucket?
Those two?
Yeah.
I don't know, $10.
nice house.
It's really nice.
So I don't know if it's the time of year or just my area, but not only did I find it hard to find a lot of in-person estate sales, but the ones that I did find weren't that busy and there weren't a lot of items for sale. But in the end, I did end up finding these 2 plant stands and this glass pitcher, all for $15 total, which is a pretty good price. So now I think we need to check back in with those online bids.
Okay, so there's only a few hours left before the auctions close for the things that I placed bids on through the online estate sales site. So I want to check in now just to see where I stand with my bids. Have I lost everything? Do I need to bid harder on some things? Let's see where we're at. Oh no! So I have lost the bid on the mirror side table, and I guess it closed earlier than I thought it did, but it did go for $70, which I think that's more than I would pay for it anyways, so it's not terrible. Okay, the keyboard piano is going for $45 right now. I'm losing currently. I think I feel good about upping my bid just a little bit. These darn max bid things. See, I don't know how far the last person was willing to go. Oh, okay. $50, put in $5 more than the last person, and well, let's see if that's enough to take it. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's still 4 hours left, but I did not expect this at all. I am still winning the bid on the Honest Ed signs, and this is my one. Like, if I could win any of these, this is the one. Wow, look at that. I am still winning the large wooden bird cage with a bid of $2. That's not bad. We'll see you in like 4 hours where we might have to fight for a couple things. Oh my gosh, I've never been this stressed in my life. Okay, so far, I have the keyboard for $85. I hope it's worth this. I didn't even look it up. I probably should have. Losing? Oh my goodness, someone's fighting me for this. Okay, we got 50 seconds left. I don't know if this is better than in-store thrifting or even marketplace, because the years this is adding to my life, I don't know if it's worth it. Guys, the piano ends in 15 seconds and I'm currently winning, but there was someone fighting me for it. Ah! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god! Ah! I think I won it. Did I win it? It doesn't say won, it says winning, but I think it means I won. Guys, I am currently winning the Honest Ed signs for a max bid of $350. I know, that's wild. That's literally wild, but this is honestly Toronto history, and the one person that I found selling them online was selling them for like $4 something each, and this is for 3 of them. Not that I have any intention of reselling them, because I want it for myself, but like knowing the value, I got outbidded. Guys, this is I don't know how high I can go with this, because like this is a lot of money. Truly. This is my final offer. And if I get outbidded, I can't do it. I can't do it. This is my final offer. This needs to stop. This needs to stop. We're now down to the final minute. I feel like if someone was gonna come in and make an offer like they have been, they would have done it already. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm like, half of me is really excited to win this. The other half of me is like, what is this? This is so much money. This is so much money. But 15 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2. Wait, what? Status losing? You're lying. Wait, what? You're lying. What? How did that happen? Literally, how did that happen? Boo. I don't like that. But also, did I want to spend $500? No. Okay. I mean, it's fine, I suppose.
With all of that chaos behind me, all that was left to do was a day of picking up all of the online estate auction sales that I did win.
that's gonna be fun to play around with. I mean, honestly, like, kind of already a vibe just in here. All right, let's sum this up. So after everything was said and done, I was able to bid my way to being the proud new owner of this very sweet retro keyboard, which I will have some more fun playing around with. This cost me a total of $90. I still think that was probably a good deal in the end. Next up, we had the wooden bird cage, which I want to say feels like it's an antique. I don't know if it actually ever housed any real birds, but it looks sweet. Final styling, very much TBD on this one. I don't know where it's gonna go, but I do think it's very cool. And I was able to win this one for $58. And then the very last piece, which I think I ended up getting the best deal on out of all of them, was this chrome and glass side table. I ended up taking this one home for $38, and it was bigger in person than I thought it'd be. Like, it's quite a sizable table. My final thoughts on estate sales are just simply that I need to explore them more and give them more time. I do think it takes a lot of time to look through all the listings. It's not as easy as perhaps Marketplace or going to a physical store. But given the time and dedication, I do feel like there are probably some really great gems out there to be found at estate sales. So I'm gonna leave you guys with a question. I wanna know in the comments below, what's your experience been with estate sales? Is what I experienced normal, typical? Do I need to do it more? Do I need to do it less? What do you guys think? Tell me all your thoughts. I just think I'm just starting to get into this, and there's so much more to be had, so many more cool homes and physical sales to go to in the future, and I will be sure to bring you along with those whenever they do happen, which, speaking of, subscribe so you don't miss more journeys into the world of secondhand finds. All right, talk to you later. Bye!
Human buys previously owned item and saves it from the landfill. But what if we could take out the buy part?
Stooping.
What did I see? Should we stoop it? It's sad. It's like I tried and then it just went. Picking up trash on the side of the road does not roll off the tongue, but stooping does.